All right, hello and welcome to the third episode of the Spare Crime podcast. As always, my name is Beau, and with me, as always, my co-host Gabe. Gabe, how we doing, bro?
We doing. I'm kind of glad to get this episode over with, especially with how tragic the last one. It's all tragic, but that last one was a punch in the gut.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get this case over with since we started it. But today we actually have a guest with us, Lillie. We have Lillie with us. Lillie, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. Are you excited to be with us for this third episode, final part?
Yeah, I think I was supposed to be here the entire time, but
Well, you
that
weren't
was
here the
kind of
first
my
day.
fault.
Are you ready to be true criming it?
Yes.
Why would you say it like that?
She said yes.
Oh dear lord. Okay. So in the last episode, me and Gabe kind of lied to y'all. We said that we weren't recording until the week after next.
But Beau had an epiphany that we could do another episode in the same day.
Yeah. So we're recording this at the same time as we're recording part two. Part two will be out before this won't come out until the week after part two. If you're listening to this now and hadn't listened to part one or two, why is my first question.
We recommend it. We know most of y'all.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, sometimes
say-
you're just not here for it.
You
That-
can say
that
it's
as
a
well.
true crime.
We're not even a minute into this. I already want to punch you in the face.
What's new? Oh, we're more than a minute in.
Okay. But if you're listening to this episode before part one and part two, stop what you're doing. Go watch the first few parts.
Please.
I promise you it's worth the time.
Okay, I'll just leave then.
You stay there. Good lord. Today we're continuing our story on John Wayne Gacy. This is going to be hopefully the final part in this trilogy. Today we're going to be going over what led to his arrest, his trial, and then his inevitable execution, and the impact that he had on America as a whole. So guys, are you ready to get into this?
See.
Yeah.
I'm not.
How much do you know about John Wayne Gacy? What's like?
I know that I watched a documentary before, but most things leave my brain after a couple days.
So basically, I can sum you up for his early life was like he had a like kind of narcissistic father.
He had an abusive father.
Yes, and he
As
kind
they
of
normally do.
chased his approval that he never really got up until a little later in his life.
Yeah.
He worked at a big charity. What was it?
The JCs.
The JCs.
Mm.
Big head dude. He kind of like started a little bit of a spiral there by going after one of the other managers.
It was one of his acquaintances in the JC company. He assaulted his son, and then his son didn't say anything about it until later. It would all come to light during the trial. He also, dressed up as a clown. It was Pogo the Clown.
I remember Pogo the Clown.
Pogo the Clown. It's unmistakable. I mean, it's Pogo.
Yeah.
He
also was a head of 3 KFC branches.
Yeah, a manager for 3 KFCs. He got married. Got arrested for the sodomy of a 15-year-old boy. We use that term incorrectly. Just letting you know now. We got that mixed up. I had a listener correct us on that, so we appreciate that. Shut your mouth. But let's long story short, killed 33 people. Yeah, that's no, Lord.
That's a long story short.
Yeah, that's I don't know how else to describe it other than that. So we're gonna kind of pick up where we left off, where we're at Gacy's final victim, Robert Peast. So he had gone missing after he was killed. When he hadn't returned home, his family had filed a missing person report with the Plain Police Office. The store owner would identify Gacy as the contractor that spoke to Peast the day before he went missing. After a check of Gacy's criminal background, it revealed an outstanding battery charge in Chicago and the fact that he was imprisoned for the sodomy of 15-year-old Donald Voorhees, which is the teenager, the son of the guy that he assaulted before he started killing. Mm-hmm. Now, this is where everything kind of starts to crumble
All I
down
have to say is it took someone long enough
to finally
to like actually be like, let me do a background check on this guy.
33 people later.
Yeah,
But
because like the original assault and battery charge, he hired someone to go jump him in a park.
he paid a kid $300 to beat the hell out of this kid to intimidate him from testifying.
And what did the kid do? Oh, Gacy paid me to go jump this dude.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, by the way, like after his whole time in prison, they sealed his criminal record.
Oh.
So this is like the first like actual, hey, this dude's got some charges.
Yeah.
After he like killed 33 people.
Took him long enough.
Yeah. And there were like, there's one dude he like tortured and all this,
and then dropped him off in Lincoln Park, unconscious, but he was alive.
Oh.
It was 26-year-old Jeffrey Rignall, I believe.
Yeah. He went to the police. They pulled Gacy in, and Gacy's like, "Oh no, we're in a relationship."
Oh no, that was Connolly.
Oh, that dude though, but he was like, "Oh no, we're in a relationship," and the police are like, "All right."
Donnelly, not Connolly.
Crazy.
My bad.
Like there were so many things that happened that could have threw this man in jail.
Y'all got me and Gabe crashing out about John Wayne Gacy. We are so over this case. It is not.
He had
funny.
one. Was it the teenage? He had a teenager. It was he was like 14 that he was like, "I'm a police officer."
That's way far up in the research. I really don't want to scroll all the way up.
But I'm saying he had that happen. Kid didn't show up to court, so then he done it again like a few days later or something to another kid, and still got away with it. Take it. There were multiple accounts.
Yeah.
And bro did not get
not
caught.
to mention that his neighbors would hear screams coming from his house.
Okay.
And not do anything.
Didn't do anything. Just did nothing. Like seriously, the absolute amount of bafflement that has come from me from this like
Dog, I don't think
case.
that's a word. Bafflement?
I don't know. If baffling is a word.
Bartholomew?
I don't know.
Bartholomew.
But like it is true.
Yeah, good times. Not
Wow.
actually. I hate this. I hate every I can't wait to delete this Word document off of my laptop because I bet my FBI agent is looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Were you the one that what's the word?
What word?
That brought John Wayne Gacy up, or was it me?
It was me.
It was you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it you?
I thought it was.
It might have been.
I think I said Bundy.
I thought I said.
I think
Bundy.
you said John. Someone said John Wayne.
We're
I
talking
said
about
John
we're talking
Wayne
about
Gacy.
before we started up this podcast. We were trying to decide who we were gonna do. A couple names got thrown around, but to kind of get back to the case.
Yes, I'm caught up. Thank you.
So you're welcome. Officers would visit Gacy at his home, where he would deny offering Peace a job and only return to the pharmacy around 8 p.m. to retrieve an appointment book. That's a lie. Gacy said he would come to the station later that evening, but he didn't show up until 3:20 in the morning. Red flag.
Covering evidence.
Yep. When he arrived, he was covered in mud, claiming to have been in a car accident. Gacy would give a written police statement on December 11th, 1978. Now, here's the thing. Covered in mud. I had mentioned in the previous episode that he started, when he ran out of room in the crawl space, he would dump the bodies near the Des Plaines River. He was covered in mud because he was dumping the body of Robert Peast.
Do you not... He compared to like how well he played his cards previously, this is really sloppy for him.
This is where everything starts to kind of collapse.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, because this is when he gets caught.
Because this is like 5 or 6 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he done this for like 5 or 6 years of killing people.
Yeah. That was a chill.
It's freezing in here, man. I got the Fruity Pebble blanket on and everything.
Fruity Pebble.
It's somebody's... I'm not doing it again. Police would obtain a search warrant on December 13th, 1978. The search would bring up several suspicious items, such as multiple
Oh, the laptop.
Laptop turned off. Multiple police badges, a starting pistol, a syringe and hypodermic needle, and other disturbing items. There was also a class ring engraved with the initials of JAS. That was found in his home. The class ring was belonged to John Zick, who was one of the victims that he buried in the crawl space.
You mean this wasn't just a freaking Family Feud buzz of, oh, nah, he couldn't have done this?
No, it wasn't. They literally found what Gacy would do was he would take, like, I guess, trophies.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It sounds like he took trophies.
Which serial killers do that.
Yeah.
You know, Dahmer had the photos.
Yeah.
BTK had photos. Ted Bundy, I don't even remember what Ted Bundy did.
We'll save that for...
We'll save that for
future episode.
For later. Coming soon.
Yeah.
Gacy was placed on surveillance later that week. On December 15th, more details of Gacy's battery charge were uncovered from Jeffrey Rignall's report of Gacy's assault on him. By December 16th, Gacy would become cordial with surveillance teams, inviting them into the home for drinks or meals at restaurants, all while denying any involvement with Peace's disappearance. And it just makes me think, the gall on this man to be so casual with a surveillance team who is looking into you for murdering people, inviting them into your home for drinks and meals.
Well, from perspective of it, it seems like he was trying to kind of get them on good terms so that they'd have doubt, like, this kind guy who gives us dinner and stuff couldn't have done this.
You know who else gave people food?
I don't know.
The witch from Hansel and Gretel. How'd she end up? In the oven. What were you going to say, Lily?
I don't remember.
All right, word.
Do you remember?
Good song. No, it's... I guess it has to feed into his ego.
Yeah.
Like we were saying in the last couple of episodes.
Yeah, I could see that kind of I haven't been caught in the past.
I
Why
haven't
are they
been
going
caught
to catch
yet.
me now?
They're not going to catch me now.
I don't know, man, because you got sloppy.
Ultimately, that would be untrue because he got caught.
Spoiler.
What?
The case happened in 1970. That's like, dude, don't even get... I'm going on a tangent here, I'm sorry. But that's like people saying, like, oh, spoiler alert for a movie that came out in, like, the 80s. So, like, saying that Darth
Jesus
Vader...
comes back from the grave.
Like
No.
Darth... No way! Like, Darth Vader is Luke's father. Like, the movie came... Like, my brother in Christ, that movie came out...
To be fair, there are still children in this world.
And?
You can let them watch the movie.
Ugh.
Discovery of media is a wild thing.
Discovery is
True.
me is a main thing. Anyways, on December 17th, oh my god. December 17th, investigators would search Gacy's vehicle. 3 search dogs were used to determine whether Peace was present in the car. One would lay in the passenger seat, indicating that Peace's body had been present. So these dogs were... One of these search dogs laid in the passenger seat of Gacy's car, where Robert Peace's dead body was, and would lay down on it. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is.
Again, it's probably going to be brought up by me a lot, but we've seen what the red flags were throughout, like, this entire, like, case or whatever you want to call it. It's just, how do...
So much evidence.
Dude, like,
Literally so much evidence, so much probable cause for them to search his house, search his vehicle, search literally anything, his background. They didn't do any of that until Peace went missing.
it took one person going, hasn't anyone done a background check on this guy? For like, a little bit of suspicion.
Wow.
Like, all this should have been done in the first place.
I hate it here. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how long it took them to capture this guy. I really don't.
6 years.
Early on December 18th, 1978, Gacy would invite 2 detectives to a meal. Over breakfast, he discussed his business, his past marriages, and his clown personas. Gacy would apparently remark, "You know, clowns can get away with murder," to the 2 detectives.
Just can't throw that in there.
I knew you were gonna do it too.
I don't know what y'all were talking about. That wasn't me.
Oh.
It wasn't the wind.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
It's quite windy. I mean, I'm wrapped around in a
It's
blanket
quite
right
chilly.
now.
That it's really showing how big how his ego boosted the kind of sense of narcissism he has. Like, the point he's reached where he's just like, I've gotten away with it, and now he's like, I'm just gonna tell him that I can kill people.
This is why people are afraid of clouds.
Yeah, ever seen Ronald McDonald? That's one scary looking dude.
Which,
Oh.
funnily enough, he never killed anyone while dressed like a clown.
Yeah, he didn't have the clown outfit on when he killed them. He
It was literally basically just like a side hustle.
he was just ugly.
The Colonel
Look,
was...
I can be disrespectful to him all I want because it's John Wayne Gacy.
The
I
Colonel
have
was
no love lost
snagging
for
a
this man.
tender or two while he was at work.
They don't do tenders at KFC.
I don't care.
That
A leg or two. There you go.
You got to have.
Did you just say
Commodity.
They don't have chicken tenders?
Well, they didn't have them back in the 70s.
Okay.
I think.
What makes you the expert?
I was about to say.
I'm the chicken connoisseur. I'm the.
Do I
Don't
need to
say
look-
you're the Colonel!
Do I need to look up if they had chicken?
Maybe, but not now. We'll do that later.
Not now!
Gacy would finally show strains of the constant surveillance.
Surveillance?
Shut up. Gacy would finally show strains of the constant surveillance. He would look anxious and drink heavily. He almost sued the DePlaine Police Department in a civil suit demanding that the surveillance stop. On that same day, a pharmacy receipt in Gacy's home would be linked to Kimberly Byers, who was a friend of Peace. Byers stated that she borrowed Peace's jacket and left the receipt in its pocket before she returned it to him. This would directly link John Wayne Gacy to Peace. So this is where literally there's finally a link between one of the victims and John Wayne Gacy.
It's not just, oh, there's a ring or badges or anything. It's like, we have a victim and it's confirmed.
Yeah. It's not like the class ring that they found with John Zick's initials engraved, because it could be anybody's initials. Nobody would know.
Yeah.
A second search warrant would be requested. There was suspicion of bodies in the crawl space, and there was a definite smell of rotting corpses, which is what I mentioned in the previous episode, that there's 20-something bodies under there, and it has to have a terrible smell. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, dang, we're already to the confession. I didn't know that. On December 20th, 1978, Gacy would confess to the 33 murders of the boys and young men to his lawyer, not the police, but to his lawyer. The confession turned into a rambling session that ran into the early hours of the next morning. He stated that the victims, being male prostitutes, hustlers, and liars.
Ooh.
It's backflip time again, guys, because I'm doing the air quotes again.
So, like... so, we're... How do you, like...
Gabe is spiraling.
He is.
I'm sorry, how do you sit there after, like, killing these young men and you're like, oh, they were prostitutes? Like, you have linked to one that he was not...
It's the way y'all can't see his face, but the amount of like disbelief that Gabe has on his face right now is it's kind of, it's not funny, but it definitely caught me by surprise.
And you gotta think,
And then Lily's over here next to me with her hand over her mouth.
like, take it, his youngest victim was like, what, 13, 14?
Yeah.
Like, that, to sit there and say that, imagine being that poor lawyer. Like, you're just like, you're telling me you killed them.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm over here like be a fly on the wall just to hear like what is going on in your mind.
No, that young boy was a prostitute or
to
a hustler.
Say that.
Like, how do
You
you,
messed up.
like, yeah, see? Yeah, he's losing it. Bo's losing it.
I'm tweaking out, man.
I'm tweaking out. Dude, like, You do all of this, and then you're like, you know what? Let's just throw all the cards on the table.
I forgot that you're coming in blind to all of this, so you don't know anything. You've been making pretty good guesses as to like things going on. But seeing your reaction to some of the things that I've been saying throughout this series so far,
I think we should have just lobotomized, bro.
that's a crazy statement. I'm gonna just slide past that.
Is it
and
crazy
ignore
for
that.
Gacy?
I don't know. I mean, they use cyanide at some point, so. Spoiler alert: John Gacy dies. Yeah.
No.
Thank goodness.
Gacy, well, he would fall asleep during the confession because he was drunk.
Oh.
So that happened too.
So he's not giving a sober testament.
No. So whenever he wakes up, Gacy would tell his lawyer that he needed to leave for business that he needed to attend to. Against his lawyer's discretion, he left. At this point, Gacy knew that he was screwed and that he was going to be arrested at any point. He would visit a fellow contractor and hug him while bursting into tears, stating, quote, "I've been a bad boy. I killed 30 people, give or take a few."
Doesn't even know.
Doesn't even know the count. I'm pretty sure at some point during one of his interviews that he doesn't even remember the names of some of the people he killed.
Dude, you imagine you've been like contracting jobs with this dude. And then he just comes up to you and he's like, I've killed 30 people. Like, just...
I'd expect to be next.
I'd
right
be
then
like...
and there.
I'd be like, get away from me, 911.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Let's
get out of my house.
I've got to go.
God.
Wow.
It's like, he's just like... And it's wild that he felt compelled to go tell someone he worked with. Like...
Out of all the people, a coworker?
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, then again, who are you supposed to tell that you killed 33 people?
But in an honest, like... You gotta think, like, that was kind of his... No, I'm saying, it's kind of like, it's his closest thing to, like, actual friend.
Yeah.
Is someone he works with. Because there's not really... Yes, the work thing's an alibi, but from the way it sounds, is he actually done work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when you're working with someone, you're gonna grow a little fond of them. Like, you know what I mean? You work with them enough, you're gonna know them and all that. So, it could have been, like, in speculation, kind of someone he felt like was a friend in a sort. In some kind of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Sorry. The second search warrant issued on December 21st. Gacy would claim that the body of Peace wasn't buried in the crawl space, but confessed to killing in self-defense a young man that was buried under his garage. Little did the investigators know there was more than one. There was like 24.
Why did he...
What?
No, there's one body down there.
Yeah, there's only one.
They're not gonna dig it up.
Yeah, totally. Not gonna dig up that one.
Actually, that's like I said, as it started, I guess, again, everything's in shambles, and it's been a while since everything was in shambles, and he was really in that mindset of, like, I can't be caught.
And then he got caught.
And then I guess, like, I'd assume due to, like, the stress of the surveillance team, like, he knew he was done for.
That's what made him crack. Was
Yeah.
The surveillance.
And now he's trying to do everything in his power to... It kind of sounds like lessen his sentence, or, like, lessen the blow of him going to jail.
I mean, either way any way you slice it, him saying he killed one guy in self-defense.
Yeah.
That's a whole different ballgame.
But I buried him.
But he buried him under the garage, and then you have the other 20-something bodies under there. When they dig them up, are you going to say you killed them in self-defense too?
Dang,
How
man.
many people are you killing in self-defense?
Why you got so many people going after you?
Damn. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Like, because again, if he killed him in self-defense, it also is like, oh, this was a 14-year-old boy. What were you... Why was he in your house? Why'd you bury him if it was in self-defense?
That's the real question.
Yep. So police would drive to Gacy's home to find the crawl space flooded with water. Gacy had flooded the crawl space on purpose to keep them from searching it. They ended up draining it.
What? They can do that?
You can do that?
Dude.
You put a...
I'm saying, like, Gacy's thought, wait, they can do that?
That's cheating.
No, guys, you're supposed to get down there and, like, a water hose and a broom.
Oh, no, bro. A technician would enter the crawl space after it was drained and start to dig. After a few minutes, flesh and a human arm bone was uncovered, and then a patella, then two lower leg bones, and then more skeletal remains were found, confirming the scale of his murders.
Dude, like, being that guy.
Imagine being that technician.
To unearth it, like, you know, like, it's just one of those, like, you know, you found a body here or there, but now you're, like, unearthing 6 years worth of murder. Can you imagine the smell?
20-something.
Like, reaching that point, dude.
Yeah, that's. I can't even formulate words to say.
We can tell.
Yeah, Gacy was arrested on the charge of mortar.
Mortar.
Am I from New York?
Come down, Frodo.
Charge of murder on December 22nd, 1978. Gacy would confess to the police about the 30 murders. Some he would refer to by name, but others he couldn't remember. How do you forget the name of somebody you killed?
Because it's another day for him.
Well, I get that, but I'm not going to say if I killed somebody, I would remember their name, but I would. Because that's like the common decency thing to do.
But
yeah,
like,
I sound crazy.
You have morals.
I have more. Yeah, I do have morals.
You have
John Wayne Gacy does not.
You gotta think for him, it became like just like, for example, like going to Topgolf type of thing.
A hobby.
Yeah, it's a hobby for him, and when you do stuff like that, it's like you can't remember, say, like playing a video game. Like you can't remember every single moment you play that video game as a hobby. For him, some of them were just another day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And think there's still like 5 people who we don't know who they are.
Yep.
And that's part of the reason they're not found out who it was, because he forgot who they were.
Well, that they couldn't link them to DNA just yet. Gacy, no, wait. Oh yeah, Gacy would claim that all of his victims were teenage runaways or male prostitutes. I did the air quotes under the blanket because it is absolutely freezing in this room. That entered his home willingly. Gacy would claim he only dug 5 of the graves, while workers, including John Godsick, one of his victims, would bury the other trenches so Gacy could have the graves available. So some of these guys that he killed dug their own graves. The
fact that, again, I told you, him having that construction business kept a good bit of suspicion off of him. Especially hearing that he had them dig graves.
They dug their own grave.
But it's just so wild.
That's a power trip.
Like, oh, I'm getting paid to dig today? Alright. And then, like, you dug your own grave. It's a wild thought.
I don't know if you can tell by the look on my face. I'm so excited to be over with this.
Me too, twin. Me too.
Why did we pick this one?
Anyways. I don't know, because it was thrown at us.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll take the blame. It's fine. I'm used to it.
Jesus. When questioned about Peace, Gacy would admit to strangling him on December 11th. He also admitted to sleeping beside his dead body that night after the murder before disposing of his body in the Des Plaines River on December 13th. So again, sleeping next to a dead person, just like he did in the mortuary when he was 18.
He worked... It's so, like, it's wild. He worked at, it wasn't a mortuary
for 3 months.
Yeah.
Climbed into a coffin of an unidentified teenage male, caressed the dead person's body, and then had some sort of like experience of shock, and then quit and moved back home to Chicago.
And then like he done that, and he's like, "Huh, I need to go see my family."
And that wasn't the first red flag?
No one knew about it.
Nobody knew
Okay.
about it except for him.
Take it. This man had 2 wives.
Oh.
Yeah, and he had what? 2 kids.
Oh.
Yep.
Like
2 kids of his own and then 2 stepkids.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he told his second one, he's like, "I'm bisexual."
And we are no longer being intimate.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Upon returning to his home, Gacy would mark where the body of John Butkovich was under his garage, claiming he was the person he killed in self-defense. Later, he would draw a diagram of the crawl space where all the bodies were. So he literally made a map of the crawl space and would mark on it where the victims were.
So he
Dude.
can remember where he buried them, but he can't remember their names.
Yes.
Like, that makes you think, did he...
The audacity.
Like, we talked about it being random, but do you that makes me think that he planned it out even more than we thought originally.
I don't think he even planned it out. I think he just killed a person, dug up a grave, threw them in there, covered it with concrete, and once he ran out of room, he started dumping them in a river.
That makes me think he was, like, counting how much space he could already throw them. Like, when he was reaching the end of his murders, he was already finding a place to dump bodies.
I'm not giving him any credit for anything, to be honest with you.
I'm just saying, I'm speculating, because that's kind of what it sounds like if he was marking the graves and everything.
Yeah. 26 bodies were recovered from the crawl space over the next week. An additional 3 would be recovered elsewhere on the home's property. One, if I remember correctly, one was buried in his backyard. Another was buried under the garage, and then another was buried under a shed. Additional evidence was acquired, such as IDs and deviant sex books, whatever that means. That I did not Google because I did not want that on my search history. Not at all.
I'd assume, like, some deprived sex books.
I believe so.
Just some, like, really nasty stuff.
I don't want to look it up.
I'm not.
I
Why are you looking
I saw
at
you
me?
pick up your phone.
I
and
got a
was like,
text.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
it's not.
okay, good. Gacy would be brought to trial on February 6, 1980, charged with 33 murders. Due to the abundant media attention in Cook County, Illinois, juries from Rockford, Illinois were selected to kind of keep it.
Hush, hush.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a worldwide. It's like a state, like a countrywide case.
was-
Everybody's gonna know about that,
Yeah.
especially from the news. I don't think it really changed anything that it was outside of Cook County, but it's not like he was really gonna get out in the first place, so it doesn't matter to me. Gacy attempted to say that he had multiple personality disorder. Doctors claiming to have 4 different personalities. Gacy's lawyers advised him to plead not guilty by reason of insanity. Okay, this might be a hot take. In my opinion, when a serial killer pleads not guilty by reason of insanity, that's just them trying to
Yeah.
not get the death penalty.
They are insane. That's why you should put them down.
They are insane, but not insane in.
That they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the fact that they do know what they're doing that makes
And-
them insane.
In Gacy's case, he got off on it. He knew what he was doing.
Yes.
Like, there's no, like, oh my gosh, guys. It's just, I didn't know what I was doing. You lured every single victim in. And you took the time to essentially torture them before killing them.
In the opening statements, Gacy's defense attorney presented him as a Jekyll and Hyde character. Now, I don't know if y'all are familiar
Yes.
with Dr.
Yes.
Jekyll and Mr.
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought I was the only cultured one here.
I'm offended.
I'm so sorry.
What's next? Do you know the Headless Horseman?
What?
Having produced several psychiatrists who had examined Gacy previously, 3 would testify that Gacy suffered from paranoid schizophrenia, which I don't think that was ever diagnosed with him
No.
at any point during the trial. Prosecution would argue that Gacy was sane and fully aware of the action he had committed,
Yep.
which he was. Prosecutors would produce witnesses to testify the clear premeditation and efforts to escape being caught. So the defense is trying to say he didn't know what he was doing, all this stuff. Meanwhile, the prosecution is saying he planned this. He knew what
Everything.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Like, if you look back to when he was in prison, that's just an example of how he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Because he had like the he joined the JCs in the prison.
That
Grew the numbers and
like when
supervised projects and
when
stuff
he
like
went
that.
to jail after the whole thing with the one coworker's kid,
Mm-hmm.
he got sent to jail, and the organization he was working with before he got put in jail also had a little branch inside the, well, it was more like a penitentiary, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was penitentiary.
Big. And he eventually, like, he was a cook, then he rose up even further and even further and grew it to, like, what was it, like 300 something people, 600 people. Yeah.
Whoa.
And then they're like, oh, you're a good prisoner, we're letting you out.
You're a good prisoner.
You're on parole.
He was supposed to serve 10 years and only served 18 months.
Insane.
Yeah. In the member.
On February 18th, Robert Stein, or Stein, however you want to pronounce that, would testify that 13 victims died from asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation?
Asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Do you know what that word means? Or do
Yes, no, I was saying.
Oh, okay. 6 victims of ligature strangulation and 1 of multiple stab wounds to the chest. Yeah, that's rough. When the defense suggested that all 33 deaths were caused by accidental erotic asphyxia, Stein called it highly improbable. So the defense, look, I get that it's their job to defend their client and to try to lessen their sentence. How do you defend this guy?
You just don't.
Exactly.
Because it's
Pulling something like accidental erotic asphyxia. What?
like this is basically like saying, oh, the dude was into like choking, but like he accidentally done it overboard every single time.
Every time.
Sadly, dude. And you know when this happened, like
He hid it.
he just felt the need to hide it. No, that's not on accident.
That's a load of. I'm not gonna finish that, but y'all know where that's going.
Bullcrap.
There we go.
Baloney.
Jeffrey Rignall would testify on February 21st. He would weep repeatedly when describing Gacy's torture of him. During cross-examination, Rignall vomited and was excused from further testimony. So Rignall was the one that he tortured with the wax and the whips, and then dumped them in Lincoln Park.
And assaulted him.
Was he the one that got dunked in the bathtub too?
I thought he was.
It was either him or Donnelly. It was one of those.
Yeah. But like, again, it was a really weird string that he just, because that was like where he went adult, teenager, adult, and then tortured the dude and let him go, wasn't it?
Rignall was the 26-year-old.
Yeah, so like, it was a very like out of his nature thing to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're just so done.
I knew it was going to be bad. I knew this case was going to be bad. I knew what to expect because I listened to other podcasts and I listened to a John Wayne Gacy one of the ones that I listened to, and I was sitting there at work listening to it, just packing boxes and stuff like that, and nearly threw up at my station because of what I was hearing. And now here I am trying to discuss the information with my co-host and our guest here, and I'm about to throw this laptop across the room,
Bro,
because I'm getting frustrated.
I'm the one who's in here blind about it.
I know I know. Okay.
But it's the fact that he knows what's coming and he's still like,
You know how long you know
Ball.
you know how long this research took? 2 days.
Yeah.
I finished typing this at 2:30 in the morning. And then I worked on the logo. That was the logo was the best part, you know?
Shout out to Beau's friend.
That part. We shouted her out in the last episode. We're not doing it again. Love you though. You know who you are. February 29th, Donald Voorhees testified about his assault at Gacy's hands. Voorhees felt unable to testify.
Dogs are barking.
To testify. I just lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
Beau.
Voorhees felt unable to testify, but did briefly before being asked to step down. So Voorhees would go up to the stand, testify for a little bit, and then he got asked to step down. Which, good on him for testifying. That's great.
I mean, if you like got assaulted and then had some kid jump you in a park a while ago, like, hey, we need you to take this guy down, I'd not be pretty sound with that.
Yeah.
Yep. Robert Donnelly would testify the week after. He would recount the events in December. And recount the events of December 1977. Donnelly would be visibly upset as he recalled the abuse and torture he went through, and obviously you're gonna,
You don't have issues with that.
yeah, you're gonna be upset when you're recounting events that you would want to forget
That you've been harboring for a while.
Ugh. Man,
There's still more.
yeah, we still have like one more page. Well, no, we're almost done with page 10. We have one more page after that.
Yay!
Thank God.
We're almost there, man.
We're almost there. March 11th, closing arguments began. The prosecution would outline Gacy's history of abusing youth and the efforts Gacy would make to avoid police detection. Meanwhile, the defense would say Gacy was driven by compulsions he was not able to control, implying that the state had not proved Gacy sane beyond reasonable doubt. I understand that the defense is their whole job. Like I said earlier, their whole thing is lowering the sentence for their client. But at the same time, your client killed 33 people, buried them under his house, and then, threw others into a river. So how, in what way, shape, or form are you supposed to defend that?
Again, sadly, the lawyer's job is defending the good guy and the bad guy.
I could never be a lawyer.
It takes a special kind of person.
I'd be in there like, Your Honor, my client guilty.
Your-
Send him to jail.
Your Honor, I'm a snitch.
Your Honor, I'm a rat. Dear God. Okay. The jury would deliberate for 2 hours. That's not a lot of time for a jury to deliberate.
Not at all.
Sometimes it takes like 8 hours or even 12 hours. This took 2 hours. If that's not screaming at you,
Yeah.
how locked in this jury was. When the verdict was placed, Gacy was found guilty of the first-degree murder for all 33 victims
Thank
and
goodness.
was sentenced to death. His execution date was set for June 2nd, 1980. Now, his life sentences for the 33, they were combined. So they weren't 33 consecutive life sentences. They were all kind of punched together into one.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't really matter because he was
Sentenced
a
to
dead
death,
man walking.
He was dead the second that they had evidence.
Yep. Gacy was transferred to the Menard Correctional Center where he would remain on death row for 14 years. He would repeatedly claim his innocence. And that's people do that. They go to jail, they get sentenced to death, they say that they're innocent. John Wayne Gacy, no, you're not. Shut up. But people wait on death row for a good bit.
Yeah.
It's not unnatural for them to be waiting.
Well, he's also trying to... From the way it sounds, is he thinks there's still a way out.
Yeah, no.
No way out from that.
I think he would end up having like appeals. He would try to appeal the sentencing. It all got denied. Every single one of his appeals got denied.
As they should.
Yeah, we can appeal it with self-defense.
Yeah. Self-defense with 33 people. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like,
why didn't I think of that?
It's still just like...
Do you have Tylenol? My head's starting to hurt. I'm good for right now.
They'll give you all.
Give me a sip. Give me a sip. Give me a sip of my water.
Give me a sip.
Thank you. Gacy would begin to paint while he was in jail. And
he's Bob Ross in it.
I'm so glad I'm not wearing my Bob Ross socks today. Some of his artwork would be displayed at art exhibitions or sold on auction.
Oh.
So people would buy paintings that John Wayne Gacy would paint.
Well, there's
people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that in like one episode of Dexter or something? There's a dude who collected like.
I have literally only watched the first season.
I think they do. I really want to say they do. It's like I think the characters played like by Peter Dinklage.
Oh, Tyrion Lannister.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started on Tyrion Lannister.
I love Tyrion Lannister.
But like, it's wild that there's people out there that are like, oh, that killer. Let me buy something that was theirs.
And now I struck a king. Did my hand fall from my wrist? Okay. On February 15th, 1983, Henry Brisbane.
Brisbane. That's
Brisbane.
another death row inmate who was known as
Hold on. Jody is asking if you want an Alani.
What was that?
Do you want an Alani?
What flavor is it?
Slush, orange, or
Hold on, we're giving
Cherry
Beau an
Spice.
Alani.
Take this one.
good choice.
Henry Brisbane, another death row inmate who was known as the I-57 killer, stabbed Gacy with a sharpened wire in the arm.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
Well, it was the arm, so it didn't really do anything.
But he still got stabbed.
He did get stabbed.
it hurt.
He got worse than that later on. Gacy was then treated in the prison hospital. They should have injected him with something. Sorry.
No, let him suffer, man.
What do you want? What do you want, Beau?
Don't elaborate.
I
don't
can't.
know.
What am I supposed to elaborate
I
on?
don't
Bro
know.
got
You're the
stabbed.
one with the thing.
You're the
You're
one
so
with the
right.
knowledge on the laptop.
Gacy would attempt to file multiple appeals, all of which were denied by the court. I was saying that earlier. Citing that he was only responsible for 5 deaths and the other 28 have been killed by employees that had the keys to his home while he was away.
No.
How do we go from self-defense to no, the employees were in on it?
My coworkers had my keys. I just threw my glasses across, like behind me.
Okay, now who are you gonna blame?
I don't know where they went.
Santa? Like,
No, the colonel. Oh my god.
the colonel did it.
The colonel was my Mr. Hyde.
Oh.
It's finger licking good. I don't have a. I can't do it again. I've already done it twice this episode.
No, you don't understand. The colonel drugged those kids.
I hate you.
Like that's
I
like
didn't do it.
that's it's. How are you gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm dead. I'm guaranteed dead. I'm not getting out of here. I've appealed so many things. You know what? Let's just throw
Let
a
me
ball
blame
from
somebody else.
Let's throw a ball from half court.
I'm-
My coworker's done it.
I'm gonna blame everyone
Everybody else,
but me.
It ties back to like that narcissistic thing.
else.
Family Feud.
Oh.
Dear God.
Dude,
This.
can you imagine walking in someone's house though and they're like, this was painted by John Wayne Gacy?
I would leave.
Yeah.
That's the only
Now,
right call.
Look, I get it. Some people like collecting stuff like that. I wouldn't say
No.
I would collect something like that.
I think my response would be, I'm not staying for dinner. And just
No.
walk out.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Some people, man.
Some
people's kids.
I know, right? The Supreme Court of Illinois would uphold Gacy's conviction and set the execution date of November 14th by lethal injection. Gacy would attempt to appeal against the execution as well as an appeal for a new trial, both of which were denied.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Like,
Thank God.
Oh.
After the court denied Gacy's final appeal in October of 1993, the Illinois Supreme Court would finally set the execution date for May 10th, 1994. Yay.
So long
So
after
he-
all of this happened.
And his original sentencing was supposed to be in 1980. His original execution date was, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was June 1st. It was June 2nd, 1980 was his original execution date. But I guess because of all of his appeals, he managed to prolong it until 1994.
14.
well, you know, when they basically, if I remember correctly, when they submit or like go for an appeal, they have to process it and go through everything, and it has to make its way through the legal system. So
Yeah.
that dude, and how did he die?
Lethal injection.
He could have at least got the chair.
They didn't know. I think they banned the chair at that point.
They should have brought it back.
When was Bundy executed? Anybody know that?
Off the top of my head now, but I can.
1979.
1979. Okay, I guess they didn't. Well, no, it was the 94.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
really,
94.
1979.
Wait, so
Yeah.
Bundy was before this dude?
Bundy
Yeah.
was before John Wayne Gacy.
That's our friend Jody in the background.
That's my
there as well.
fiancée.
That's Gabe's fiance. She's
She's so pretty.
That's
listening
my
in.
wife you're talking about, man.
Jesus Christ!
But it's just-
Alright.
It's so wild that, like, I still look back at the fact that it took, like, 6 years for him to slip up. Don't you do the 6, 7 hands?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
But it's just, it's wild, and it also took, like, from, like, halfway through, like, the 6 years, like, 3 years in, he was still pretty reckless. I'm surprised it took, like, it's frustrating, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to pop a blood vessel in my head because of this. On the morning of May 9th, 1994, Gacy was transferred to the Stateville Correctional Center for his execution. His last meal consisted of KFC fried chicken, French. Why are you laughing at that?
Because
The Colonel had to have his last bite.
The Colonel wanted to go out with a bang, I guess.
chicken tenders were invented by that time.
Did you look that up?
I did look it up.
See?
I knew you were gonna do it too.
The Colonel had to snag a tender, even in his last breath.
KFC fried chicken, French fries, a dozen fried shrimp, strawberries, and a Diet Coke.
I'm glad I don't drink Diet Coke.
Nah, I'm allergic to shrimp, so
Oh.
You poor soul.
I don't like shrimp anyways. Even if I wasn't allergic, I wouldn't eat it. I'm
You
not a
poor
big
soul.
fish person.
That's like one of the few things I like when it comes to seafood.
You don't like catfish or anything like
I
that?
don't like fish.
You don't like fish?
I've ate so many different fish and I just can't.
Do you at least like salmon?
I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to salmon in a general sense. Last time I ate it, my lip puffed up and I had welts around my mouth and I could not breathe well. I really only stopped liking salmon around 16. That was around when I had my reaction and I was like, I'm not doing this again.
Fair enough.
And now when I smell salmon, I just fucking gonna throw up.
Hours before the execution was set to take place, a crowd of up to 1,000 people, 1,000, would gather outside the correctional center, a majority in support of the execution, even though there was a small number of anti-death penalty protesters.
Yeah, that's.
No, okay, no, look, I know you're sighing at that, but there are people that don't think the death penalty is the right thing. And I get that. It's like a moral kind of thing for some of those people.
But okay, bro gets to live out and die of old age. Yeah, he's in a bad, grody cell, but he killed multiple people in cold blood. It's fine.
I believe an eye for an eye.
That
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think electric
I
chair
think
man.
you should have suffered for the rest of the life that you've had, and it should have been ended quickly.
I agree with that.
Needle injection is a quick death.
Yes.
Not for Gacy. Some supporters wore T-shirts that had slogans like "No tears for the clown," referring to his previous work as a community service clown.
Pogo the Colonel.
Pogo the Colonel, yeah.
You struggled for that.
We did.
That was multiple clicks.
At 12:40 a.m., the lethal injection procedure began. I don't know if y'all know how lethal injection works, but they have like a
Come on, Beau.
what's the word I'm looking? Chemical? No, not chemical.
Is it the IV bag?
It's like it's something cocktail. They call it a cocktail, but I can't remember what the
A
first
chemical
word is.
cocktail?
Chemical cocktail?
Yes.
I think that's what it is. I think Lily's looking it up right now for me.
It's like
It's like 3 different kinds of
sedatives.
no
It's more than that.
I don't know.
poison. No,
It's not poison.
what is it?
What?
Legal drugs that they overdose you on until you die.
Lethal injection.
So a chemical cocktail.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah.
So did I have it right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry
all
for
I'm
the
getting
silence.
Is death sentence cocktail.
Death sentence cocktail. That sounds
Sorry
like
for
a,
the silence.
that
We
sounds
were all
like a really-
baffled by Beau's words.
That sounds like a really cool mixed drink that you would get. But it's like 3 different tubes of chemicals, and it goes into your bloodstream, and then you die. According to report, wait, what?
What?
Hang on, sorry.
Come on, Beau.
Fentanyl, isn't it?
Fentanyl.
You know, okay,
Sorry.
this is off topic, but when I played Marvel Rivals, my my nickname, the username I had was it was FentRUs, and then it got banned. I was so proud of it, and then they took it away. Now it's Goff Denny's. That's the name of it now.
One of my teammates
Anyways.
in the finals was Stalin's nutsack.
That's crazy. The entire procedure for the lethal injection procedure took 18 minutes, which is a long time for a lethal injection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to reports, Gacy was a diagnosed psychopath who showed no remorse for his crimes. Gacy's final statement would be that killing him wouldn't fix the killing of others, and that the state was murdering him. That the state was murdering an innocent man. His final words were, this is a direct quote, I'm pretty sure these were his final words. His final words were, "Kiss my ass." Gacy was pronounced dead at 12:58 a.m. on May 10th, 1994.
Even on his way out, he was still like, no, I didn't do it, guys. It was my coworkers.
It wasn't.
I just say, with all my coworkers I work with, even the ones I'm good with, none of them would help me commit mass murder. Like,
I would hope not. I can't really believe the narcissism
even
that
on your
he
way
had,
out.
even as you are about to die, to make your final words, kiss my ass, and to say that killing him wouldn't fix the wrong that he has done, and that they were murdering an innocent man. I just don't understand the audacity for a man who killed 33 young men and boys to say that.
I think he was just still in the spot of like, I can weasel my way out of this. Because he has plenty of situations like that where he's like, I can weasel my way out of this, and he did. It's just, it feels like, in his mind, my speculation is he didn't truly understand the severity because he figured he can get out of it.
Yeah. So, the Missing Child Recovery Act of 1984 would remove the 72 hours the Illinois police would have to wait before conducting a search. So back then, police would have to wait 3 days before searching for a missing person. And then after Gacy was executed, they changed it to where they don't have to wait those 72 hours. And as soon as somebody's reported missing, they can go look for them.
Why?
Which is insane that it was even.
Yeah.
It was that long to begin with. It shouldn't have been that long to begin with.
Like, that's like the thing of like, it's filed and it's like, all right, let's put this name down. Don't forget. Like, I can that, what was it, 3 days?
3
Yes.
days.
Yeah. That does make a lot of sense now, though, why Gacy got away with a bunch of people, getting as many people as he could. Like runaways and stuff. Because how are you going to find someone that's already gone? What, Beau?
I'm so sorry, but you said Runaway, and for some reason
Kanye.
I got flashbanged by Kanye West's song Runaway featuring Pusha T.
The fact that you had to mention Pusha T.
I had to be specific. You gotta have
What other Kanye song named Runaway is there?
I don't know.
I am a surgeon.
The Missing Child Recovery Act would be later called the Child Abduction Emergency Service, which is also known as Amber Alert today. My laptop keeps turning off. Only 28 of the 33 victims have been identified. The youngest victims were Samuel Stapleton and Michael Marino, both of which were 14, while the oldest victims were Francis Alexander and Russell Nelson at the age of 21. Gacy would claim before his death that the count of his murder victims could be up to 45 people, but as of 2026, only 33 have been directly linked to him.
The
Closed,
fact
and now we're just
that
gonna-
the fact that there could be more people out there that he dumped in the river.
I wouldn't doubt it, especially with all the time that he had, especially when his second wife left him. He was by himself in that house.
Yep.
Um,
And the fact that we know he was dumping bodies in the river.
it's just a crazy thought to think. Not only did he get away with murdering these young boys for so long, 6 years almost,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just the main thing about Gacy is that it's the number.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's well, yeah. Every serial killer has something, I wouldn't say unique, but different about them. So like
A characteristic.
So Bundy was a charmer, a charismatic person.
Wasn't his whole thing like he was hot and he'd he'd pick women up?
Yes.
Yes. Gacy had the high body count.
Yeah.
Dahmer ate people. Geen would make furniture out of human remains.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll get to that one
Yeah.
later.
Oh.
I don't want to research that one. Y'all are gonna make me. Am I gonna have to research Ed Gein whenever we do it?
You brought him up.
You didn't break him. I'm not doing it.
Of course, you're not doing it.
Gabe is the lucky one in all of this.
Yeah.
He did not look up anything.
I just gonna get told, hey, you know this guy ate people? Hitting the hands on my head. Excuse me?
Yeah. It's just a crazy thought that the most prolific thing about John Wayne Gacy is the body count.
Yeah, it's
33 people.
and possibly 40 up.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that 5 of them, as of 2026,
Are not identified.
still haven't been identified.
It's that's where it's wild. Is like, there's a chance they may not ever be identified.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's right.
it's just like,
And even if they get identified, their parents probably won't still be alive.
yeah.
Their parents are probably long gone at
And
this
again,
point.
think about how many people he dumped into the river. Like,
Which is why people believe that his body count is more than 33.
yeah, because again, we can only confirm what we found.
Yep.
And if you can never get those names out of him, and he's forgotten people.
Well, he's dead, so we can't get
But
names
I'm
out of
saying-
him regardless.
But I'm saying
Even before.
originally, before, during the interrogation and everything, he's like, oh, I forgot a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like, it's whack. So I still go back to him flooding the crawl space. Hey guys, y'all can't go in there, it's flooded.
Ha ha. Oh,
Just drain all the water out.
And like, it's just like, going back and looking at that, like, him crawling into the casket with the dead dude. And how much that set off. To him later on sleeping on the bed with the dead dude under it. It's such a wild thing. And the neighbors.
the neighbors. It's always the neighbors.
Cheryl, turn the TV up. There's screams coming from the neighbor's house again. Like,
How do you not say anything?
That's literally what we were saying last episode, too. How do you hear screams and cries and shouting across the street from you and not say anything to
You're
anybody?
just as sick. Sorry.
well, it's kind of a thing because how do you... There were so many red flags, so many people who said something, so many police officers that could have done something. And they just brushed it off.
This is
They
why
seal-
they teach now. If you see something, you say something.
He's gonna hate Dahmer.
It took
Oh, yeah.
it took like 5.5 something years of someone to actually do a background check on this dude. For us to find something.
Crazy.
For
'cause
something
you
to be
can't do
suspicious.
anything now without being background checked.
I got
I think
background check to work at the school.
this is probably
Yeah.
low-key a precursor of why.
I had fingerprints done 4 times, 5 times, for my one job.
I really, if you look back at like stuff like this, it kind of makes sense now. While we're so big on like, we need to know who you are, where you worked, where you lived.
Yes.
Like, he had a good bit of jobs too. But I think what really saved him, for the longest part, was his small construction business.
Also, the fact that he, was part of the JC group
Yeah.
and
He was an outstanding citizen.
did all this charity work and everything like that, nobody would have suspected him to be committing these horrible crimes.
Like,
And I bet it came as a shock to everybody whenever they found
Yeah.
out.
It's the people you least expect.
oh, like I said, he always propped himself up like that cool uncle. And like, never trust the cool uncle.
Not the cool uncle.
That's crazy.
Never trust the colonel.
Never trust the colonel.
I really like legitimately.
T-shirt for him that says that.
Legitimately.
Start doing merch.
Yeah.
After I already didn't want to eat at KFC. I just don't like KFC. This makes me not want to eat at it.
I
Like
usually go for Popeyes. I'm just saying, when it comes to chicken, Popeyes or Zaxby's.
Popeyes,
Popeyes.
Zaxby's, and Chick-fil-A on occasion.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Or Huey Magoo's.
What did you just
Heat.
call me?
Huey, he's a Magooer.
Word.
But
Goodness gracious.
it sorry if the episode was felt like filler. It's a lot of shock. Y'all get a break between episodes. We're getting all this information at once. But it's still again, it's still so baffling that he got away with it for the longest time, and then he extended his sentence out on death row
For
Like-
14 years.
yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna become an artist. Like,
I'm going to paint.
never trust the painters of history.
And on that note,
I don't even know what to say to that, man.
I guess this is where we'll round things out.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to end on that. Oh, God. Well,
Casey was a bad man.
jeez. Yeah. John Wayne Gacy was a piece of trash. I'm glad he's dead.
Now, compared to this, how bad's it gonna be for our next episode?
It depends on who we're doing for our next episode, which is where we turn to you guys, the listeners. If we don't decide on what we're gonna do, you guys can DM any of us on.
Bosive.
Why did you call me that? If you know where to find me on social media, DM me for a case suggestion. Unless we don't, if we don't figure out who we're doing next, we would love to take suggestions for cases, whether it's true crime, unsolved cases, stuff like that. Hopefully something more tame. I'm not trying to want to throw up whenever I'm doing the research or whoever is doing the research next.
I hope it's Beau.
I hate you.
But like Beau said, give us suggestions. Let us know if even if y'all suggest them and we end up not doing them as the next one, we can possibly do them in the future.
Yep. I guess that kind of wraps up the John Wayne Gacy trilogy. I'm surprised we got it done in 3 parts and not 4.
Well, we kind of made it through and kind of thugged it out a little for certain parts where we're just like, don't want to talk on that because as the viewers and I heard, there was just some stuff where I'm like, just keep reading, man. Please.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. They were like unlike the first episode where we kind of had the space to kind of branch off and
Before it got really vile compared to the second and third episode.
yeah. At least with the third episode, this episode is the trial and the execution. The second episode, though, we had taken like an hour break to record.
Yeah,
To
no,
record
that
this
was
one,
like
and we were sitting in the dining room for like an hour and a half,
just scrolling our
it
phones,
was
turning our
so
brains
quiet.
off.
It
We
was
just turned our brains off and doom
You
scrolled.
could hear a pin drop. It was bad.
Like, it was a lot to just take in.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting turn of events.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm trying to figure out. I can't type and talk at the same
How can
time.
you? You basically told me to shut up, Beau, but you weren't ready.
No, I was saying keep talking. I was
No,
saying keep
no,
talking.
I will not keep talking.
You
Why?
cannot make us keep talking, even though it's literally what we're supposed
But
to be
thank
doing
you,
right now.
thank you, 15 subscribers. We thank all of y'all.
It'll be more. I'm
But
sure.
so
of it.
far, thank you to our 15 people. Like I said, just give us feedback. But we thank all of y'all. And just like I said, like Beau said.
But yeah. We appreciate everybody listening. Remember, subscribe, share with your friends, tell everybody about it. That word of mouth really, really helps us out. to
Like
kinda
and
grow.
subscribe.
Oh.
I'm already thinking of finding a different co-host.
You have
but
a
yeah.
backup co-host.
Exactly. We appreciate everybody listening. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. We're going to be on a little hiatus because we're recording this the same day we recorded part 2. There will be no episode dropping. Well, there will be an episode.
Yes, there will be. You're
You're
going
so
to
right.
love your fiance.
Yes,
We'll have an